What brings you to work today?
You know,
Probably. It'd be awful coincidental if I just happened to show up in the same place for no reason. How did you meet Maddie?
she was texting with me from the website. And her profile says she's 18.
What was the website?
It's called Meet Me.
Okay.
At first we were just chatting. It was just chat.
When she texted you, did she tell you how old she is?
No, not at first.
How long did you guys talk before she...
A couple days.
Sure?
I think.
Like I said, I'll talk to you and I'll get your side of the story, man. I really will. Be more glad to find out your side of the story, but don't lie to me, because I can read the chat log.
I know.
So how long was it before she told you?
I don't know. I thought it was at least that.
Because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences. I'm from Petersburg, 14. That's the chat from Meet Me. Damn, your profile says you're 18. What all did you guys talk about? Like I say, I'm not here to...
You have everything right.
I do. You're right, I do. I mean, literally from the first minute, I have just about everything, I'm pretty sure. And, like I say, what I'm giving you right now is an opportunity to decide what everybody else sees. Because as it goes right now, if this goes to court today, all they see is this. And you know as well as I know that this doesn't look good.
I know. I've already been arrested.
Yeah, what were you arrested for?
I don't know what you're arrested me for. Solicitation or something.
Okay. Well, that's the charge today, is child solicitation. So you're aware of that, the penalties for that particular charge then, and what that entails, I'm assuming. When were you arrested?
Huh?
When were you arrested for that?
Like back in March, I have a lawyer.
Okay.
He was the prosecutor for Indianapolis.
He was a prosecutor in Indianapolis at one time?
Scott Adams.
Okay. And I'm not here to ask you about that case. I have nothing to do with that case. Where was that at?
That was something totally different than anything like this. This doesn't look good.
No, is this a problem you have, or?
No, I don't know.
Where were you arrested for that before?
Jasper.
And the charge was child solicitation then too? So, as your attorney, did he explain what that entails, or what the...
Yeah.
Okay. So,
my life is over.
So knowing all that, why?
I don't know.
You specifically, you have a lot hanging over your head for that. You've got a fiance, you've got a son, and a
Job.
I'm assuming your fiance wouldn't be real happy.
She's going to be devastated.
Even if this was an underage girl, it wouldn't be good for a fiance to find out, I wouldn't think.
No.
Does she work anywhere?
No, she's been looking for a job.
So she's dependent on your paycheck too, then?
Yes.
Aren't you both? I've seen you drive the truck. Who do you drive for?
GoCo.
GoCo?
Out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
I don't anymore.
Did you work for them before your last arrest?
Yeah.
Yep, I guess that has. There'll be a bond set, regardless of what happens today, so...
make bond.
You don't think so?
I just paid $2,500 to my lawyer.
Is this I mean, I'm not a doctor. I understand that, but I mean, is this a sickness you have, or I mean, you know?
I'm 44. I've never been charged or questioned or had an issue like this my whole life. And it's a recent thing. I don't know.
Do you think the other charge made you curious, or?
I'm not sure.
You know, I can't read your head. I don't know what.
Neither can I right now. Everything's just gone. Yeah. I can see everything already. I've lost everything. My whole life. The jail time, the job. I don't see my son.
Well, had the girl showed up today, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
I was just going to walk around and talk. I was nervous. I don't know if I'd be able to do anything at all, actually. I even told her I just want to walk around and talk for a while. I don't know, yeah.
Actually, it doesn't sound worth it to me.
It's not.
You know.
I'll have to face the jail time here, and then they'll have to release me and find out when my court date is in Jasper and go there and...
What? Man, I'm not going to ask you about your other charge, because it's really not my business. You said it was nothing like this, I guess.
No.
Because child solicitation is usually set up for in writing. So, I mean, you haven't been charged with touching any kids yet or anything like that. Maybe this is a blessing that you don't get to that next step. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know how much of a blessing it is.
Well, I mean, okay, let's say that hadn't been us. But today it showed up had been the girl. And you'd actually done some of the things you talked about. You know what I mean? Isn't it better we stop here than stop there? What do you think?
Yeah, I still don't have my life.
Well, you can get your life back. You can't get that little girl's life back if you don't want that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna have a rough patch, probably. I mean, compared to the alternative. I mean,
my little boy's gonna suffer the worst.
I won't disagree with you there.
I'm not a deadbeat dad. I mean, I love him. He's my whole world. I mean, his name is Jacob. I mean, I love him so much.
Okay, shoe on the other foot. If someone was talking to Jacob online like this, what would you think?
Devastated.
You know, Maddie's somebody's little girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and judge you. I'm just saying, shoe on the other foot, it looks a lot different, doesn't it?
I know you gotta do the interview. It's your job.
But you know what I mean? Shoe on the other foot makes the whole thing look a lot different.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you have me do to somebody that did that with your son?
The same thing you're doing to me today. God, I'm not gonna come home today. They're gonna just be...
Do you want me to? I mean, you could probably make a call upstairs, but do you need me to contact anybody for you, company-wise or otherwise? Like I said, I don't have to tell them anything. It's none of my business, you know. Like I said, I don't want to get in your affairs. But
that's her.
I guess my question for you is, how do I explain to a jury that this is the guy, Brian is the guy that made a mistake, and not this guy that's just going to be, if we let him out, is just going to be preying on children? You know what I mean? Because that's what this looks like.
I already know we're going to jail.
You're right. And like I say, I guess right now is the difference between 6 years and 20 years. You know what I mean? So you tell me or tell them in the future what makes them sure that you're not this guy that they're going to think you are. Or are you that guy? I mean, maybe I don't know yet. I mean, do you have a predilection for children?
No.
Okay. I mean, you're right about today. Today, you're going to go to our jail for the day. But that's not a conviction down the road.
It's not just for the day. I mean,
well, I understand that you may have time before you can make a bond or get OR or whatever. I mean, sometimes they get OR. You can get a hardship or whatever, but
got a job.
A couple of weeks compared to a couple of years or dozens of years.
I just don't know what to tell my little boy. I don't know what to tell him. The kid loves me so damn much. I'm sure you've seen this situation before.
90% of the people I deal with on a day-to-day basis have made the biggest mistake of their life. And so I'm catching them on the worst day of their life. I can only assume that's the same thing that's going on today with you. You know? Now, granted, the other 10% are just worthless and scumbags and looking to get a buck or hurt people or whatever.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not violent or... It looks like I'm a scumbag, I'm sure.
Well, like I say, if I go just by that, then if that's all I ever know about Brian Higgins, then yeah, I'm probably not going to think real highly of you. You know, if that's all I ever have to go on. But that's why I'm giving you this opportunity.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I mean, you have it all right there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's there. It's printed out. I've got the pictures, that were sent.
That wasn't me.
None of them were you?
That was a Gallard wall.
I mean, the people are you. The guy is you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're saying the penis picture is not
That ain't me. It was a poem. That was something I got from a Gallard.
Okay. Well, it's still... I go back to, do you want, somebody sending your little boy a picture like that of somebody's penis, whether it's yours or somebody else's? You know what I mean? I mean, that in and of itself is not good.
My wife is thinking, Melanie's thinking her life is over right now. Probably is.
So, I'm sure that's really close to what she's thinking. I mean,
damn.
she's pretty hurt, I'm sure. And I sure didn't want to be put in the position to have to be the one to
I'm
tell her.
sorry. I already know what the road is.
arrested?
For that, yeah.
Have you been arrested for anything else?
Years ago when I was a teenager.
But not stuff related to this?
No.
With drinking and drugs? Theft?
I can't remember. When I was a kid, we were all snowmobiling and stuff, and I lived way up in upstate New York, and we had siphoning hose and gasoline cans. I got charged with, they called it a burglary tool, and we were siphoning gas out of farm tractors to keep our snowmobiles running in the wintertime. I got caught like twice doing it. That was enough for me.
If you got cut loose tomorrow, do I have to worry about you looking for kids online anymore? Ever again?
No.
You don't sound confident, Brian.
I'm very confident. I'm confident knowing that I won't be cut loose tomorrow. I don't even stand a chance.
Well, like I say,
But no, I wouldn't. Honest.
I would hope not.
I don't know if this is something that you have to say during the interview to see what I would say. I mean, no, I wouldn't.
I don't have to say anything.
Would I like to be cut loose tomorrow? Of course I would.
I just want to know for sure. Like I said, I've tried to get an idea of where your mind is. I mean, we had all this conversation. The hikes from McDonald's all the way to the park, to meet this 14-year-old girl. I mean, it's just, that's a lot of effort.
Why did she keep, why did she keep texting with me when I kept telling her no, I didn't think it was a good idea? Did you read that stuff?
Which stuff? Tell me what you're talking about.
I don't know. I told her I didn't think it was a good idea. And, what should I say? I think where I said it. I don't know. I know I told her a couple times I didn't think it was that good of an idea. But it's like she kept luring me that way. Why? I mean, that's the only thing I want to know. Why? She kept saying, I want to meet you, I want to meet you. Like, why?
Where did you say that you didn't want to meet? I see places in here where you say, oh, I could get in a lot of trouble.
And I didn't think it was a good idea.
I'm trying to fight through all the other stuff.
Why is it this? When I did say that, no, I don't think. What did I tell her? I know there was something to the effect where I told her I didn't think it was a good idea, or I wasn't comfortable with it. And she's like, no, I really want to meet you. I mean, are you backing out on me now? No, she said, are you going to bail on me?
Well, she did ask that.
And yeah, I was. I should have. But even though.
You just have to say yes. It's a 14-year-old girl. To be breaking 14-year-old girl's heart to get over it. I mean, I saw today's texts. I know that you were worried about the police and worried about this.
She texted me first thing in the morning. I didn't even text her first this morning. I mean,
no, you sent her messages on Meet Me this morning.
She texted me first.
No, you sent her messages on Meet Me this morning.
No, I said she texted me.
She answered you.
She texted me and I said, oh, you're up early.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, I knew you were going to be awake. That was the first text.
But you had messaged her on Meet Me, and then she texted you today. But you texted first. Maybe I can pull that one up too.
I don't remember texting her first thing this morning.
Do you know the messages you sent her on Meet Me today or last night, and then all day today too, for that matter?
I'm opening up.
I mean, you told her to erase her text messages. Told her to, couldn't tell anybody. I mean, you knew it was wrong. All you gotta do is not come.
Still not arrested. If I didn't come today.
Or don't write her. You're right. Ideally, that would be the ideal thing, to not write her in the first place. But
God, at one time. Oh man.
Well, I mean, that's what we. Hopefully, that's it. I mean, hopefully, you don't.
I'll be in jail for God knows how long.
Eventually you'll get out, and eventually you'll have opportunities. Hopefully you won't do this again, right?
No.
Okay. Like I said, that's what I would want to tell people is why I know that it will not ever happen again. Because that's the only way you're going to have anybody have sympathy for you, in my opinion. And that's what it comes to with juries, or even if you make a deal with the prosecutor someday. I mean, that's between you and him, but I guarantee he's going to want some sort of being convinced that he doesn't have to worry about you doing this ever again. Because next time we may not be there, and next time, it could be the reason. But you understand from my point of view, that's what we have to worry about.
I know.
And like I say, and you said yourself, if it was your little boy, you would want me doing the same thing. And I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not here beating you with a hose. I'm not doing the phone trips. I'm not even trying to fool you. I don't have to. I don't have to put, I'm really only here giving you an opportunity to explain to the people down the road that'll see this, prosecutor, judge, jury, why we should give Brian Higgins a chance, that he's not, this animal that's just going to prey on children. So is there anything else you want me to be able to tell them?
I just know I'd never do this ever again. This is a horrible lesson to learn, and I know I'm going to spend a lot of time in here, I'm sure.
Well, like I said,
I'm not going to be able to make bail. I mean,
that's determined by people outside of me, but I don't have control over that. I hope you're telling the truth.
I am.
I mean, that's my main concern. It's the only reason I do these cases. Anything else? Like I say, I'll sit here as long as you want. It doesn't make me any difference. I've got all day. But if I don't have any more questions, so if there's anything else you want me to be able to put on the record for you, now's your chance.
How long am I going to have to sit here if I'm not in jail, if I can't make bail?
They will set an initial bond. If you can't make bond, they'll have an initial hearing where you can have an attorney appointed or whatever, all that stuff. But it just kind of depends how the court runs on that. Your attorney can always apply to get you a OR if you can't make bond. But I don't know today what your bond would be for that charge. I can tell you that it's a C felony, but there's not a standard set bond. A lot of our bonds have set amounts that he just is automatic but this is not one of them. So he will set it himself. The judge will review the case and set a bond within 48 hours. And more than likely, he'll have it the first thing in the morning.
Melanie doesn't even know what to do. She doesn't know how this is going to go.
Well, I told her I would call her and let her know as much as I could. So that's probably a good question to ask. What do you want me to tell her?
How this process goes, I guess.
Okay. Like I said, there's no reason for me to sit there and berate her with the dirty details. It's none of my business. And I'm not going to put myself in that position.
I understand.
If you want to do that, you're more than welcome, but it ain't going to be for me. So I will tell her, what the process is, how she can go about contacting you when you'll have visitation, all that good stuff. And I'll leave it at that. Like I say, I will explain the way they came to us today, which is just what I told her on the phone, basically. But other than that, any other questions? And like I say, if you find out or decide later you want to talk to me again or you have other questions for me, I'm here all day. I'll be here again all day tomorrow. Just tell the judge guard or whatever, and he will get me and we can come back and talk. Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. You look like you maybe had one more question before I interrupted you.
Just thirsty.
Is this your son then?
No, it's one of the officers.
Alright, I will give you a glass of